Welcome back to another episode. My name is Sam,
My name is Anna.
and today we have prepared some Would You Rather questions. And these are questions that we have done before in the past from the speaking club inside the community. So maybe we have some ideas of what our answers are already, but I actually can't really remember what my answers are. And these are pretty difficult as well. We didn't choose easy ones because it's a bit boring if they're easy. So
Yes.
hopefully there's a little bit of debate and a bit of confusion as well. So let's just start, and I'll give you the difficult task of asking you to answer the first question, which
Oh
is:
no.
would you rather give up music or movies and TV forever?
Music or
TV and
TV
films.
and films.
Yeah. So TV and films are categorized together, or music. You have to give up one of them. You can't listen to music ever again. That's no YouTube music. There's no music videos. There's no Spotify. It's no CDs, albums, radio in the car. It's no festivals, no concerts,
No.
or you can't watch any TV or film ever again.
This is so hard.
That it is hard. It is. The original question was social media or TV and film, but neither of us really use social media that much. So that's why we tweaked the question, and now we have a more difficult one.
This is so hard. Well, I don't watch movies much, really. I occasionally watch some TV series, but also not that much. Yeah, but music. What about music and films?
Yeah, that's the caveat, is that I guess when you're watching a film or a TV series, if there is music, you can listen to it in the film or TV.
Only while watching.
Only while, well, if you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and you have a TV in the kitchen for whatever reason, I guess you could have the film on in the background and listen to the music, but you can't make your own edits.
I can't.
No, so you can't like download films or TV series and like
cut off these pieces.
Yeah, and you can like create your own album. No, you can't do that. Sorry.
Oh no. No. I think I'm choosing music.
You would give up music, or you'd keep music?
Keep using,
Okay.
give up on TV and films.
Okay, why?
Because, well, I love watching movies or like good TV series, but still, it's not such a big part of my life. And also, when I think about going out, for example, and dancing, or like how much you can get energized from listening to good music, or like, there is so much music that you can listen to when you feel like in this mood or another mood, and it just aligns with your mood or maybe improves your mood. And giving up on this, I don't really think I could give up on this. I think that music is one of the earliest, most basic, like, human needs, just above, food and hygiene and shelter.
It's on like Maslow's pyramid hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, just above the like, yeah, there's like a food, shelter, right?
Yeah.
Stuff, and then you have probably some social needs and music alongside. So yeah, I think that's life without music would be very sad.
Okay. Are you locked in on your answer?
Yes, I think I am. Okay. Considering how much I really watch films and series, it would be a sacrifice, but not that big compared to giving up on music.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about is that music is irreplaceable. Like, there's nothing that you can replace music with. However, if you think about TV and films, I don't like going to the theater. I know some people do, but I just find it really boring. Some people could go to the theater. I might have to start going to the theater if there are no films and TV, and maybe I'd enjoy it then. But I don't want to get into musicals and theaters. I just don't like it. I find them boring. But books exist, and for example, when you're watching a TV series and it's a story, you can literally just maybe even read the same story. Game of Thrones is a book. It was a book originally, and I'm sure the book is pretty good. Lord of the Rings are books. So you can replace films and TV, but you can't replace music. Also, film and TV, I guess going to the cinema is a shared experience, or watching a film with, or a TV series with someone is a shared experience. Also, like talking about TV series is quite fun. If you and your friends are watching the same series and a new episode comes out every week and you meet up or you're texting in the group chat and you're like, wow, I can't believe that happened. That is a shared experience, I guess. But with music, it's completely different. Like going to a concert and going to a festival and being surrounded by thousands of people listening to the same music, you don't really get that with TV and films. So I think you'd be a bit like alienated though if in society if you couldn't watch TV and films, because TV now is like what football used to be for men back in the day. So back in the day in England, once you meet a man for the first time, you quite quickly try to find out if they like football, and if they like football, there's kind of like a relief that you both have of, okay, phew, there is like some backup topic that you can revert back to when you don't know what to say. And I remember
there's always weather.
I know there's only so much weather you can talk about, even as a British person. But football was like a safe topic for a man to fall back to if he didn't know what to speak about. And some relationships would only be about football. I remember some like colleagues that I used to work with, and I never spoke to them about anything else apart from football. And I'd see them on a Tuesday and I'd be like, "Oh, your team lost at the weekend. What happened?" And then we'd have a conversation.
Oh my!
And do you know what? That's all we need sometimes. We don't need it to be complex. Men are simple creatures, Anna. So yeah, but I think that
football.
Yeah, exactly. But I think TV has become that now, where if you don't really know what to speak about with someone, I'm sure they've watched
something.
They're
something
watching,
that you also
they're watching White Lotus or House of Dragon or the new Lord of the Rings TV series or The Bear or I don't know, all these kind of modern TV series that people watch, or Succession, or I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm confusing you here.
Yeah, but I think that I'm not going to lose my memory, right? I have already watched some series.
That's true. Yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
And I feel like. Sorry, what do I have to?
Oh yeah, I was going to say you'd have to you'd have to have a weekend before this magical event comes in. You'd have to spend a weekend like watching as much TV as possible, so you you can retain that information.
No, I was thinking that I already have my memories from the past, and I think that we had some like really good series that we can, or films that people still admire really and still are very into. And also, I think that when you talk with someone, if it's about like a very surface level conversation, as you said that you really struggle to find a topic, you can just let them speak. You can ask them a question. People love to speak. So
yeah, sometimes. But have you ever spoke to a person when you say, "How was your weekend?" and they just say, "Good," and you say, "What did you do?" and they say, "Nothing," and you say, "Really, nothing? You stared at a wall all weekend?" and they're like,
that
"No,
would be
just,
something.
Yeah, just yeah, true. Yeah, some people are difficult to speak to.
True, but I think that most people like to share their experience, especially if you touch on some subject that interests in them.
True. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I would give up TV and films, which would pain me. I love watching films. I also enjoy watching TV. So it'd be really sad to give up films because I really do enjoy it. But And I don't even listen to that much music right now, which is a weird thing. I don't really go out much in terms of like to music events and clubbing and partying like that because I'm 30 now. But sorry. And yeah, I go to a festival once a year. And I don't even listen to that much music at home. I listen to like podcasts and stuff. I was in the gym earlier today and I was listening to a podcast. So, yeah.
Hard decision.
Yeah, so it feels wrong to choose to give up films and TV, but I think it would be the best choice. Long term, anyway. Yeah, imagine being in the car and never being able to listen to music again. It'd suck.
Yes, but not being able to listen to podcasts would be even worse.
What about
or maybe
what about like long plane journeys though? You don't get the films on the TV on the planes, which doesn't happen often to me because usually I don't go on planes with TV like TVs and films in there because I usually travel around Europe if I go on holiday. But for example, this year I went to Thailand and I just watched films the entire time. In that case, I wouldn't be able to do that, and I'd have to read a book for 14 hours, which
oh, what a torture!
I wouldn't. I don't think I could do that.
Listen to a podcast or listen to an audiobook. An audiobook.
What do I do with my eyes?
Close them. Let them rest
for 14 hours.
I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. Like look through the window or
for 14 hours. Look through a window.
I have never been on a flight for this long.
Yeah, it was separated into 2 flights, but the best that's the reason why films are great on planes because they stimulate you through your ears and also your eyes. And if you're just sometimes I've just been on a train and I'm listening to a podcast, I'm just like, what do I look at? So yeah, you can close them, but you know, it gets boring. Maybe that's just my my lack of attention or focus. Okay, we ready for the next one?
I think so.
It feels a little bit unfair because I'm asking the question and you have to answer first again, but maybe the second half.
Do you want to start?
Well, maybe we can alternate. Yeah. So, would you rather never be able to show emotions, or never be able to hide them? So that's would you rather never be able to show emotions, so you can't show any emotions, or you are never able to hide them, so you always show them. Every emotion you feel, you somehow show it. This is actually pretty difficult because if you didn't show any of your emotions, people would think that you're a robot, and I think people would really struggle to connect to you. Imagine never being able to laugh again.
But can you fake? Like,
no.
Can you?
You're just blank forever. Can you smile? Wait, can you smile
with your fingers?
Yeah, you can pull them up. Yeah. But can you smile without it? Like, I don't know. What do you think? Is smiling showing an emotion? I guess it is. It's showing that you're happy, right?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't smile again, and you can't laugh ever again. But then, if you choose the other one, every single time you feel any emotion, embarrassment, shame, guilt, anger, anxiety, you always show it. So that wouldn't be fun either, would it?
It would be hard. It's a very tough question. Tough choice.
Do you have any idea? Because I don't know right now. I think I'm leaning towards always show your emotion.
Me too.
And you just have to tell people, wouldn't you? You're like, sorry, I got asked a would you rather question by a genie when I was 5 years old, and now I have to show all my emotions. So if I make an emotion which is weird, then I'm sorry. That's just how I'm feeling. Also, maybe you could get really good at controlling your emotions, or only temporarily feeling them and reverting back to a more stoic, calm place. So if you feel yourself getting angry, you have like a second of anger and you're like, I'm getting angry. And then you would kind of calm down. Same with
Yeah,
anxiety, same with any emotion, really.
training in some like monastery,
Mm.
like in some mountains or something with
You just,
monks.
right. you, you just become a monk, yeah. Monks are pretty. I don't know why, but I have a feeling a picture in my head of a monk being quite emotionless, though. But maybe that's why, because they feel the emotions, but they don't show it. But maybe that's just a silly image in my head. Who knows?
I have no idea. I don't have much experience with monks.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm also leaning towards being able to not being able to hide emotions instead of not showing them at all. I don't think it would be possible to really build any real relationships with people without showing your emotions at all.
Could you like write it down though? You could have like flashcards, couldn't you? Like happy, sad, with a
Can you
little smiley
imagine
face.
this? Like your friend comes to you like crying because I don't know their
Mm,
girlfriend broke with them, and you just show sad.
yeah. Oh, that's great news.
It sounds like sarcasm,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes you think about like a film or a TV series, going back to films or TV, when there's like a robot in there, sometimes the humans have a good connection with the robot and they don't really show emotions, but they're just speaking out loud.
No, I think not even like Wally or whatever.
Yeah,
They also made these like sounds that
yeah.
weren't
Wally
entirely
Wally does.
human.
But what did you see Project Hail Mary, that film with Ryan Gosling? Also a book. Did you see it
Yes, I have someone. Yeah,
with
I have
Rocky?
seen it. Yes,
Did Rocky show emotions?
I think it did.
Hmm, I don't know if it did. Maybe with its like legs, not with
He
his
was
face. It didn't
he
really
was
have a face, did it?
90% legs, right?
I don't know. I can't really remember. He kind of reminds me of my dog though.
I think that
Real
he showed
cute.
some like anxiety or like nervousness or excitement with like the intensity of his moves.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rocks though. Who knows? Um, but yeah, again, you just have to live with some embarrassment of showing all of your emotions constantly. I think that's way better than not being able to show any, right?
And then you learn to be true with yourself.
Yeah. Also, like, I think if you got a body language expert, they would be able to look at someone's face constantly and be able to pinpoint what emotions they're feeling through their
Hmm.
non-verbal cues. So maybe we always show our emotions anyway, but maybe just not to the extent of. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Sometimes when you like I've been really nervous or anxious about something and someone says, "Oh, you're so calm and confident." I'm like, "Really?" Like inside I was really nervous. So I think that can happen quite a lot. I've heard people say that quite a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, the question is kind of flawed
Hmm.
in this regard.
Yeah. Don't know. Okay, let's move on. Would you rather have a perfect memory or be able to forget anything you wanted at will? So, having a perfect memory, the benefits are kind of obvious. A, you do really well in school. B, you could probably get a pretty good job. See, you'd be generally really smart. You do awesome at general knowledge quizzes. Wow. You go to every pub quiz in England and win it. But what are the
Doesn't mean
benefits of...
I
Go on.
remember everything. Doesn't mean that I remember everything.
You have a perfect memory.
So it's like all recorded.
I guess so. If you read a history book, you remember everything.
Wow.
That would be...
That would be cool.
Yeah, but it would be intense though, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I think I heard that our brains intentionally erase a lot of information just not to get overloaded with these information.
Sure.
And I don't know what kind of effect it would have. I think that there are some people who are called like geniuses, and then they really struggle in life.
Yeah, to connect to people.
So maybe that's not the best choice, really. And imagine being able to erase from your memory some embarrassing memories that you don't really want to remember, but
Well, that's
they
the thing.
haunt you.
If you had a perfect memory, you'd remember every single thing that you said to every single person. Everything that was said to you.
I don't think I want it, really. You know?
No. The opportunities would be good, but it'd be difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah, best if you could choose what you want to remember, what you want to forget.
Or be able to forget anything you wanted at will. See, what real advantages are there, apart from, okay, you've experienced something traumatic or something bad, which doesn't need to actually it doesn't serve you in any way whatsoever. So just because something's bad doesn't mean we need to erase it. So, for example, if you've had a breakup with someone and it's painful and you're sad and you feel lonely and stuff, then you might be tempted just to forget that person or forget that relationship. But I don't think that's a good idea. You might feel desirable to do that in the moment, but you probably learned something from it, and maybe in the future you'll think about it differently. So I don't really know what you'd forget apart from really embarrassing moments which don't serve you, or painful moments which don't serve you either. But where else would you even use this power?
Like there are some details that I learned in the past, and I still remember, like for example, some descriptions of some tortures that people did in the past.
Okay.
And these images come back to me every now and then, and I don't really like it.
You could forget your favorite TV series or film or book.
Watch it again.
And watch it again.
Yeah, just remember the beginning. Just remember the very beginning, so you want to come back to it.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I think that we got our answer.
I need to change my answer 1 now. If this is the case, my first answer about forgetting TV, giving up music or TV and films, I could just watch all my favorite films and TV series again. That'd be great.
So you are going to never listen to music again?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But you could just forget your favorites. You could forget your favorite songs and then listen to them again. So, or you could forget places and travel to them again. You have the same. You can have like forget what a meal tasted like, and then have it, and you're like, "Whoa, that was good."
Yeah, that would be cool. So many things to forget.
Anything
and try
else
again.
Like that? Yeah, first experiences. Because when you do something for the first time, usually it's like the most exciting, isn't it?
If you experience something new, yes.
Yeah. So this would be pretty useful in that regard. But would you really want to do that, though? Can you imagine if you've you've just spent your entire life just rewatching Breaking Bad and going to the Manchester United Stadium for the first time over and over again, and you realize you're 80 and you've watched Breaking Bad 1,000,000 times, and you haven't really done anything else, or you've just been to the same country, and you're like,
this is kind of wasting your time,
yeah, all
your
you've
life.
eaten is pizza and watch Breaking Bad. Then, but you might be really happy. But I don't know. Would you? Probably not.
Mm. Yeah, I think that it's all a matter of choice.
Mm. But you could be really. You could have like a. You would be a genius if you could remember everything, and you'd have lots of opportunities to succeed in life if you had a perfect memory. But I think it'd be too overwhelming.
Remembering everything.
Yeah.
I can't really imagine.
I think we're agreeing on this one as well. Be able to forget anything we wanted at will, right?
Yeah, after all.
Okay. Maybe these are easy. Let's see if this one we'll disagree on. Would you rather have the power to stop time or power to teleport?
This one is easy for me.
This one's easy for me.
What are you going to do?
Pause time.
Really?
I always think pause time is the best power. Just because you could just hit pause and you could do whatever you wanted within that time. As long as you can move around in that time, you'd have perfect sleep forever. You could.
What if you
stay up
fall
all night.
asleep and
Yeah.
What if you fall asleep and forget to unpause?
You fall asleep and forget to unpause. I don't get it. You just be asleep during that time. That's what I'd literally use it for. It'd get to
the
to my
time
bedtime.
flows only for you, and the rest of the world just stays.
Exactly. Wait, no. The pause, the time stops for everyone, but I can move within that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I can technically teleport, but it would be very slow. And I don't age during that time either, because that would suck. Imagine if I've just paused it for like 10 years. I'm 10 years older. Like, I'm pausing it and I was like, whoa. So I'm 40. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
So you age during this time?
We don't age, is my preference.
You don't age. Your preference?
My preference. If you did age, then I'd choose to teleport because that would suck. But yeah, I just think you could do so many different things when the time's paused. You could learn a language. You could learn a musical instrument. You could do anything. Time is our most precious resource. It's finite. And I think if you could pause it, it would be pretty good.
Yeah, but imagine teleporting.
What would you do with it? Where would you go?
I would go and visit places all over the world. Meet people.
It would be good. You could just be like, what do you want to do tonight? You'd be like, oh, should we go to Tokyo? Okay. Boom. You're in Tokyo for the evening. Oh, let's come back. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
You could also technically pause time, or not pause it, but you could teleport to a different time zone that's behind you. I don't know if the maths there, but do you know what I'm saying?
It would be earlier in the day. Right? This is what you mean.
Yes. I don't know if that works out, actually. Time will still be continuing in your current country. Who knows? Yeah, teleporting would be good. No more flights, no more cars, no more trains. It'd be way more fun. I'm thinking of boring things, like I could be more productive. So I could sleep more and be more productive, which is a bit boring, really. Maybe I should just choose teleport. No, I'm gonna stick with my answer and say pause time just to be different.
Okay. Okay, I'm choosing teleporting.
Yeah.
I want to teleport.
I don't blame you. It's a good one. Imagine in school you could just pause time, you could revise more, study more, get the perfect score. Again, boring things.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think teleporting is way more exciting. But Yeah, you could go anywhere. Be great. Just like that. Boom. Okay. Teleport is definitely the best answer there, but I'll keep in mind. Okay. Would you rather live in the city center of your capital or the middle of nowhere? And when I say middle of nowhere, I mean you step out your house, you can't see another building. There is no buildings or people for 10 kilometers in every single direction.
10 kilometers.
So you're really in the middle of nowhere. Fields everywhere.
Fields.
Well, I can imagine the middle of nowhere in Poland is fields, right?
Some woods, maybe. Some meadows.
You're getting a bit. You're having a little bit too much choice here, but yeah, you can choose anywhere, I guess.
That's difficult. That's very difficult.
I would choose the middle of London quite easily, I think. I just think I wouldn't want to live. I don't mind living in the countryside, but I'd want to be able to walk to a shop or a pub and see other people.
Yeah.
And I think it'd just be too scary and quiet in the middle of nowhere. Also, the person that you lived with, you'd probably find each other really annoying because you're the only people that you see every single day because no one lives next to you. And going to see someone would be really annoying, and people come to see you would be really annoying. So, unless you can teleport, obviously.
I live 20 kilometers from the city, and it's just enough for me to be rather like meet people in the city than them visiting me.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless we meet for like a whole day or at least a half of the day. 10 kilometers to say.
Yep.
If it's still around 20 kilometers to the city, I'm in.
So it's like 10 kilometers away from anyone else, and then that's 10 kilometers away from the city. It's not too bad. But still, can you imagine stepping out your house and not seeing another building?
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Just spinning around. You'd like it?
I think I would like it. I don't know if forever, but I don't know. It's just so nice. My brother-in-law lives not literally in the middle of nowhere, since there are some houses around, but it's like a very small village, and they live in the like very end of the street between fields, and there is, I think that there is a small wood nearby. And
nice.
the evenings, we sometimes visited them in the evenings. We would play board games on the terrace, and you would only hear, some animal noises, some crickets, frogs, because there's also a pond very close. So yeah, some birds also.
Sure.
Very very dark sky. No lights. Very peaceful. Very quiet.
What happens if someone knocks on your door in the middle of the night? It's like you're primed for a horror film there. Imagine how scary that would be.
Who would it be though?
That's the scary thing. Who would it be? It'd be someone driving past and their car broke down and they need to use your phone.
Too many films.
I'm sure it happens. Yeah, I would choose London. I wouldn't want to live that far out from people. I also think London would be quite fun to live in. Lots going on. And it would be intense, though. But I think it'd just be a great experience. And loads of people actively do choose to do this. Well, loads of people actively do choose to live in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, I think I would just embrace city life and become a person who lives in the center of London, which would be quite fun. Maybe for the rest of my life, it wouldn't be great. I can imagine, being 80 and living in central London might be not that fun, but maybe it would. Who knows? You can leave, can't you? So it'd be exciting.
When I'm old and dead, then I can move to city
Yeah.
center.
Yeah. So right now, Anna, you live in the middle of nowhere. You can teleport. You can forget anything you wanted. You have to show every emotion, which wouldn't be a problem because you live in the middle of nowhere, and you can't watch films or TV. Not a bad life.
Yeah, I would love to try it, even for a week.
Yeah, that would do well. Maybe not all of them. Maybe not having to show your emotions. You could figure out that one, but being able to teleport for a week would be good.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Okay. Thank you for listening to the episode. Those were Would You Rather questions. And see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.